Hey lovely people, welcome to my channel. It's Dee here, back with another tutorial. Today we're making this adjustable tank top. I love how it looks on my body. I made this for a size, it can fit a size large to extra large, but you can adjust it to your own size. And what you'll need is your own bust measurement. I used a bust measurement of 44 inches. So once you have your bust measurement, you are going to divide that by 4. And as you can see here, the top is made of 4 triangles, which we're going to join together, and then we're going to work in rounds, okay? After dividing your bust measurement by 4, the number you get is going to be how wide your one triangle is going to be. Okay, so mine is 44 inches, so I'm going to get 44 and divide it by 4, which gives me 11. So that means each of my triangles is 11 inches wide. For the materials, I'll be using this size 4 acrylic yarn, and you will need a tape measure, a darning needle, a hook. I'll be using a 4.25mm hook, and you will also need a pair of scissors. Alright, let's head over to the tutorial. We're going to start with a magic ring, and this is how I make my magic ring. So I simply get this short tail and place it under my working yarn. This is the rest of the yarn that is attached to the skein of yarn. Okay, so I just place this under like so. Then I bring my hook and insert it in that little circle that I have, and then I'll pull through the yarn like this. And now we have this big circle that we're going to be working into. Okay, so once you have your ring or this circle, you're going to make a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And in this circle, we're going to make a total of 4 double crochets. Okay, so yarn over, and in that ring, you're going to make 4 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. After the 4 double crochets, you're going to chain 1, yarn over, and go back in that same ring and make 1 more double crochet to complete the row. And you will have something like this. And after that, you're going to hold on to this tail and pull it. And that way we have closed the ring, and you will have something like this. So I hope that part was clear enough. So this is our first row. Row 2, we're going to chain 5. Then we're going to turn our work. We have this chain 1 space which we're going to work into. So you're simply going to insert your hook in that chain 1 space, pull up a loop, and you're going to make a single crochet like that. Then you're going to chain 5. And you're going to skip these 4 double crochets that we just made, and in this next space you are going to make 1 single crochet like so. Then you are going to chain 2, and you're going to complete the row with a double crochet. So you're going to pull the single crochet on this side like so, and place your last double crochet on top of the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right on top of the 4th chain you are going to make a double crochet. Oops. Then you'll have something like this. So we have this one space, we have this one and this one, for a total of 3 spaces, which we are going to work into on our next row. So that's row 2. Row 3, chain 5, turn your work, and in this first space we are going to make a total of 3 double crochet. We're going to make a total of 4 double crochets. So yarn over, and in that first space make 4 double crochets. Chain 1, yarn over, and in this next space you're going to make 4 double crochets. Like that. Chain 1, and in this last space you are going to make 4 double crochets. After that, you're going to chain 1, and you are going to complete the row with a double crochet on top of the 4th chain. And you should have something like this. So we now have 3 rows here completed, and we are basically going to repeat row 2 and 3 for the rest of this pattern. So next we are going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, then turn your work, and in this first single crochet space from the previous row you are going to make a single crochet, chain 5, skip the next 4 double crochets, and in the chain 1 space insert your hook and make a single crochet, chain up 5, skip the next 4 double crochets, and into the next space make a single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and skip the next 4 double crochets, and in this last space you are going to make a single crochet, chain 2, then make a double crochet right on top of the 4th chain. The chain is from the previous row. Just keep that in mind, that on the row where we make the chains, when you have this last space you are going to chain only 2 and then make a double crochet. The reason why we chain 2 here is because we are making this double crochet, which is going to count as a chain as well. Okay, so this is counting as 3, and then the 2 double crochets here, the 2 chains counts as a chain 4 and 5. I hope that makes sense. We have 4 rows. Row 5, you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn your work, yarn over, and in this first space you are going to make 4 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain 1. In this next space you are going to make 4 double crochets, and you are going to repeat that pattern until you get to the end of the row. Chain 2 to complete the row and end with a double crochet on top of the 4th chain. And this is what you are going to have. And as you can see, every time we make the double crochets, we make an increase row. So that means that every time we make these chain spaces, we are making increases. Okay, so you are going to repeat that over and over until you have the length that you need. I'm going to do the same, and then I'll be back once I have a few rows completed, and then we'll move from there. Okay. I'm done making my first triangle, and I have a total of 11 rows completed, and this is how it looks like. So when I take the measurements, this measures 11 inches wide, which is exactly what I needed. So I'm going to make sure that the rest of my triangles are all going to measure 11 inches without them being stretched. Okay, so each of my triangle is going to be 11 inches wide. So I went ahead and made the rest of my triangles. So I have a total of 4 triangles completed, just like how I explained it to you guys at the beginning of this tutorial. So we're now going to join the 4 triangles together, and after that we're going to work in rounds. So to join these together, first we need to align them very well, making sure that the wrong sides are facing each other. Okay, so the top part of my triangle right now is the right side, meaning the wrong side is the one at the back. Remember to leave a long tail because this is going to help you join the triangles together. So I'm going to insert my hook in the first space of my triangle, and then I'm going to insert my hook in the first double crochet that I have on the other side of the triangle, and then I'm going to pull through the yarn and chain 1, and then I'm going to pull through the rest of the yarn and pull tight, and there I have joined that part. And I'm going to repeat that with all the corners of my triangles until they are all joined. I'm going to do the same with this one as well. I have one more left to join, but before I join it, I'm going to quickly weave in all my strands so that they do not distract us as we work. I'm going to weave in all the strands that I used to attach the triangles together. So I'm done joining the other corners and I'm left with only one, and we are going to join that part together and then continue working. Then I'm going to tie knots for these top strands because we're going to make the straps from here, so we don't need to cut these off, and from here we're going to continue with our work. So I'm going to insert my hook in this first space and pull through the yarn. So chain 1 and turn your work, So this time we have the wrong sides that's on top. This is the wrong side facing us. So after that, you are going to insert your hook in both spaces at the same time. Insert your hook in both spaces for both triangles at the same time, like so, and then yarn over, pull through all. Chain 5, skip 4 and make a single crochet in the chain 1 space. You'll have this, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 1 space. Repeat that until you get to the next corner where we joined from, and then I'll meet you guys there so I can show you how we're going to work around that area. So when you get to this space, this is where we joined from. So what you're going to do is go through both sides at the same time and make a single crochet. Okay, like that. Then chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 1 space. And I'm going to show you guys one more time how to do this around the next corner where we joined from, and then we'll do the rest off camera. And yeah, again, when you get to this point where we joined from, you're going to insert your hook in both triangles at the same time and pull through and make a single crochet. Then chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, and you're going to repeat that until you get to the end of the row, of the round, sorry. When you get to the end, remember the single crochet that we started with, you are going to slip stitch into that stitch. So insert your hook and pull through everything, and after that your work should be looking like this. Okay, so as you can see, we have already started working in rounds. So you're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and then in this first 5 chain space you are going to make a slip stitch. So insert your hook and slip stitch, then you're going to chain 4, which is going to count as our first double crochet, then make 3 more double crochets in that same space for a total of 4, and you should have something like this. Okay, chain 1, in the next chain 5 space you are going to make 4 double crochets, chain 1, in the next chain 5 space make 4 double crochets, chain 1, make 4 double crochets in the next chain 5 space. And make sure whenever you're making these clusters of 4 double crochets, make sure you're working on the right side of your work. Okay, so that's what we're doing here, and for this row everything is easy because we are working in the previous row of 5 chains. So you're simply placing there 4 double crochets separated with a chain 1, and that's what you're going to repeat until you get to the end of the round. So basically, yeah, that's what we are going to keep alternating between the chain 5 row and the row of 4 double crochets in every chain 5 space. Okay, so here I have one space left to work into, and I'm going to place there my 4 double crochets. Then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to slip stitch on top of the 4th chain. After that, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Okay, and we're now going to make the chain row. So you're going to make a single crochet in that first space, then chain 5, skip 4 and make a single crochet in the chain 1 space, chain 5, single crochet in the chain 1 space, chain 5, single crochet in the chain 1 space, and you're going to repeat that until you get to the end of the round. I'm at the end of my round, and once you get there, you're going to slip stitch on top of the first single crochet. So slip stitch, chain 1, turn your work. After turning your work, you're going to slip stitch in the chain 5 space, and then you're going to chain 4. And in that same space, you are going to make 3 more double crochets. The chain 4 is going to count as our first double crochet. So here in total, we have 4 double crochets. After that, chain 1, make 4 double crochets in the next chain 5 space, chain 1, make 4 double crochets in the next chain 5 space, chain 1, make 4 double crochets in the next chain space, and you're going to repeat that all the way around. When you get to the end of the row, you're going to slip stitch on top of the 4th chain. So chain 1 and slip stitch right there. Then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Make a single crochet in that first space, chain 5, skip the next 4 and single crochet in the next space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, and you're going to repeat that until you get to the end of the round. Right, so you're going to keep repeating those 2 rows over and over until you get your desired length. I'm going to do the same, and I'll be back once I have a few rows completed. So guys, I'm back, and I have a total of 35 rows here completed, and I'm going to show you guys how long my top is right now. So from where I stopped to the tip, it's about 13 inches long. Okay, 13 inches. And then right here in the middle, see, it's about 9.5 inches. Okay, 9.5. And for the width, it's about 22 inches wide. Okay, 22. Those are the measurements at the moment. So this is where we end off our last row. I'm going to slip stitch right here. Like so. So after this, we're going to do something different. So I'm going to chain a total of 5. That's 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to hold on to this 5th chain and add 3 more chains. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. After that, you're going to yarn over and skip 2 chains, and into the 3rd, you are going to make 4 double crochets together. And this is how you do that. So yarn over, skip 2, and into the 3rd, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You'll have 2 loops left on your hook, yarn over, insert your hook into that same space again, pull up a loop. You will have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. You'll have 3 loops left, yarn over the 3rd time and insert your hook in that same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. This time you'll have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, insert your hook again in that same space and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and this time you'll have 5 loops left on your hook. And here we have a total of 4 double crochets in the same space. So after that, you're simply going to yarn over and pull through everything. Okay, so you pull through all the 5 loops. After that, you're going to chain 1, and I need you to pay attention to this chain 1 because we're going to work into it next. So that's chain 1, add 2 more chains for a total of 3. So we have 3 chains here. You're going to yarn over and skip 2 and into that 3rd chain, which is the one I told you guys to pay attention to. You are going to make a total of 4 double crochets together. Okay. We have 4 loops on the hook. This is the last one. Once you have 5 loops, you're going to pull through all. Then you're going to chain 1. And once you have something like this, we are now going to close it up like so. And to do that, you are going to insert your hook into this next stitch. Ignore the one we worked into, but the one below that, you're going to insert your hook and pull through. So you're making a slip stitch. And you're going to have something like this. Okay. And after that, you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And into this next space, you're going to make a slip stitch. So skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the chain 1 space, you're going to make a slip stitch. Just like that. Next, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to skip the next 4, and as you can see, I made a mistake here and made 5 double crochets. But no, I'm not about to unravel all this and just for 1 stitch. So it's only you guys and I that know about this stitch. Okay, so we continue. After chaining 5, you're going to skip all the stitches that comes before the chain 1, and in the chain 1 space you are going to make a slip stitch. Okay, you'll have something like this. Next, you're going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this time you're going to hold on to that 5th chain again and add 3 more chains, like so. Then you're going to yarn over, skip 2, and into that 3rd chain, you're going to make 4 double crochets together. So that's 1, that's 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm going to pull through everything and chain 3 like that. Then after that, you're going to yarn over, skip 2, and into the third you're going to make 4 double crochets together again. And once you have something like this, you're going to chain 1 and we're going to close it up. Okay, close it, and into this next space, next chain, we're going to slip stitch. So right here, pull through all, you have this, then chain 5, then you're going to slip stitch into this next space like so. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then into this next space, you're going to slip stitch. Then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on to that 5th chain and add 3 more. And then yarn over and make a total of 4 double crochets together in the 3rd chain from the hook. Okay, once you are done with that, again you're going to slip stitch into the stitch below the chain that you worked into. So in that stitch, set your hook and slip stitch, then chain 5, and in the next space, so skip 4, and in the next chain 1 space you are going to slip stitch and chain 5. Okay, you have something like this, and just like we did here, you're going to slip stitch in the next chain 1 space, and then you're going to make a popcorn pattern again. Okay, so chain 5, I'll show you guys one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on to the 5th one and add 3 more chains, then make 4 double crochets together into the 3rd chain from the hook. Pull through, chain 3, make 4 double crochets together in the 3rd chain from the hook again. Once you have 5 loops on your hook, you're going to pull through all of them at once, chain 1, then you are going to close this up with a slip stitch. Okay, and you're going to have something like this, and you're going to repeat that all the way around, and I'll meet you guys here where we started from. Okay, so I'm at the end of my last pom-pom, which I just made here. This is called pom-pom, a popcorn or whatever. Okay, so once you get to the end, I'm going to end with a chain of 5 and slip stitch right into this next space. So slip stitch, chain 1, get your scissors and cut the yarn and pull tight. I'll weave this in later, but so far this is how it looks and I love it. So now we're going to work on the straps of our top. Okay, so I think I can now untie these. Okay, so what I want to do, let me show you guys. So this is the back, this is the row where we have been slip stitching into, and I can tell that the holes are a little bit slightly bigger than the rest, and I want this part to be under my armpit, so I'm going to change it like so. Okay, I'm going to reattach the yarn on this hanging strand that we left off while starting our project, and I'm just going to tie it around. This is how I do it. I know it's super fast, but there are so many ways to do this. You can learn how to do this on YouTube, guys. All right, so now that I have attached my yarn, I'm going to insert my hook right in this space, and then I'm going to pull up a loop, then chain 1. Okay, so we're going to chain a total of 4 chains. So chain 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you're going to yarn over and skip all these 4 double crochets, and into this space you're going to make a double crochet, and you'll get something like this. After that, you're going to make a chain as long as you want it to be. Okay, so I think I'll go ahead and chain it first. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so here I have my chain of 60. I'm going to add a total of 3 more chains. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to yarn over and skip 2, and into the third I'm going to make 4 double crochets together. Then I'm going to chain 3. Then I'm going to make 4 double crochets together in the third chain from the hook. Same thing we've been doing for the last row we made at the bottom of the top. So once you're done, you're going to insert your hook into this next space here and slip stitch. You should have this. After that, you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you're going to count 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into that 5th chain you're going to slip stitch. Okay, chain 5 again, count 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and slip stitch in that 5th chain. And we're going to repeat that, chain 5, count 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and slip stitch in that 5th chain. You get something like this. And I'm going to do that until I get back down here. So I'm at the end of the chain now, and I'm going to chain 5, so once I'm here, I'm just going to slip stitch in this space. So I'll insert my hook and slip stitch right there, chain 1, and cut the yarn. So at the end you should have something like this. And we're going to repeat this on all our 4 corners. Okay. So I'm going to reattach my yarn on this side, just like I did before. Insert your hook in this first space and pull up a loop. Then you are going to chain 1, then add 4 more chains. After that, you're going to skip the next 4 double crochets and make a double crochet in that space. You'll have something like this. After that, you're going to chain 63 to be exact. So I'll chain 63, and then I'll show you guys how to make this pom-pom one more time, and then I'll do the rest off camera. Here I have my chain of 60, and I'm now going to add 3 more chains. Then I'm going to yarn over and skip 2, and into the 3rd I'm going to make 4 double crochets together. That's 4, and I'm going to pull through everything, chain 3, and make my last set of 4 double crochets together in this chain. That's my sun in the background. Then I'm going to pull through everything, chain 1, and in this next chain you are going to slip stitch. Okay, and after that, chain 5, count 5, 1 2 3 4, and into the 5th you're going to make a slip stitch. We do that again, count 5, then 5 again, 1 2 3 4, and into the 5th make a slip stitch, and you're going to repeat this until you get to the end of the chain. I'm at the end of my row and I'm going to chain 5. 1 2 3 4 5, the end of the chain, guys, and I'm going to turn my work around like so and slip stitch right in this gap here. You don't have to turn your chain, you can still do it like this, but I find it more easier if I turn it a little bit. Then chain 1. I'll get my scissors and cut the yarn. Okay, so these 2 are done. So this is how you're going to tie it around the shoulders so the chain is adjustable. I still have these tails to weave in, which I'll do later. So I'm going to repeat that on this side as well. And that's all I had for you guys today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think of this top. So thank you so much for watching. If you watched this far, please don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your crochet cousins. Bye bye.